My name is Dave Bird. I work at Parsons. I've been in heavy civil vertical construction for about 45 years. I spent the first 20 some odd years, about 25 years in the Air Force as a government Air Force officer in civil engineering, where I did a lot of combat construction and deployments around the world to run installations and airfields for the Air Force mission. When I left the government and moved into the private sector, I worked in heavy civil companies, building airfields and road, highway bridges. And then I moved into Parsons in the last 14 years, where I've spent the vast majority of my time, where I am a senior vice president and head of the federal construction efforts that are tied to the U.S. government. So my particular group and our business bids on U.S. government construction jobs, and whether they are around the world, anything that does with Army Corps of Engineers, Navy, GSA, anything that has U.S. government terms and conditions to it. I guess I want to say about 9 or 10 years ago, I was not pleased with the organic estimating capability I had in my company. And we set out to go, maybe we can find a company that we can buy a estimating service as by a level of effort. So what I was doing is a business analysis of keeping organically an estimating capability that was going through peaks and valleys of whether I was bidding or not bidding, and what type of estimate did I need. So my perspective was, as a general contractor, I was going out to the marketplace and getting quotes in and creating a bids to be competitive in the competitive bid market for the federal government. And I needed an estimating capability that could give me a check estimate or an independent estimate. And we actually came up with the term ICE, an independent cost estimate, that we figured that the people who are qualified could come up with the construction, could read our drawings and give me a number out here to the side. And the reason why I wanted that is because when I was getting the quotes from the marketplace, I wanted to know, was the marketplace high, low? Did they see the same job? Are they covering the same risk? So one day, we started looking around and we started doing a market analysis, and we found a company called Willis Construction Consulting in Orlando. And I don't even know if Willis knows this or Brad knows this, but we visited 8 estimating companies all around the country. And when we walked into Willis, we really had a great experience about what their capabilities were, what advice they were willing to give us, how they were really working to us. And what was, I will tell you what I really found was their relationship with Disney at the time, 10 years ago, and the kind of estimating they were doing with the resort areas and their ability to take off drawings really drew my interest. And that's how I found them. This may be a crass way of putting what I found in Willis, but what I was really trying to do was buy an estimating service. I wanted to buy it by the drink. You follow what I'm saying? I wanted to say, hey, Brad, today I need you to do me a steel package. And I want you to tell me what the current market is of $1 per ton for steel, given this drawings, and I got to move it to Kwajalein Atoll, 2,700 miles south of Honolulu. And so I was buying that's buy by the drink. Today I was buying a beer, the next day I'm buying a old fashioned. And what I found was that was my challenge, because I was bidding jobs that were so diverse. And he was willing to scale and provide expertise and to give me what he can and cannot do when I ordered that service or ordered that drink. That's the first thing that I uncovered and what I liked and some of the challenges I had. The second thing is Parsons and my group is a big, large, federal, 15,000 people. And Brad's company and the employees that they had a network, and they knew about concrete subs in Nebraska, and they knew about national steel companies. And if they didn't know, they were willing to go out via the industry and poll for me, who should I mail my solicitations to? So they not only turned into a back-end estimating company for me, they also turned into a market analysis company for me to find companies so I could get competitive bids off the marketplace. And those were the challenges I specifically laid on WCCI. So the other aspect, this is the other bullet, and I've often said this about going out and buying a third-party estimate. So let me just first say, the first thing you have to overcome about a guy like me or a company like me or a group like me going out and saying, I'm going to buy an estimator. The first thing is, everybody is skeptical by going to someone who will provide an estimate, a construction estimate, because they have no stake, they have no impact. If their estimate is wrong, high, low, medium, they're not affected on the balance sheet. I am. So what I really liked about able to come over expertise, I was getting counsel from Willis that says, if you're going to be a GC, a general contractor, going out there, and I know my estimate is as good as anybody's estimate. You know, we have an old saying in my business, estimators are like weathermen. They can be only 15% right and still keep their job, you know? But what I was getting was a very good discussion of how they built it up, what their basis, what their assumptions were. And if I changed those assumptions, they showed me how I moved the needle. And they were able to give me that range and cause and effect on the marketplace, how I was going out there and soliciting my job. And my win rate got better because of that, because they showed me what the range would happen to me. It wasn't so much whether they got the estimate right, it was so much that I understood that the independent estimate was a good benchmark to compare what I was getting back from the marketplace. This is the bottom line that kept me coming back to Willis. They are truth tellers. They are not there to earn their consulting spurs by just coming up with everything that's right or everything that's wrong. They are not. What I liked about the culture of Willis, they're truth tellers. They would tell me what I needed to hear by the basis of facts. And that's the truth. And what I did with the facts was up to me, because I am the business person. It's my job, it's not their job. And they brought to the table the facts that allowed me to do it. And they never, ever tried to spin them. They never tried to tell me the answer I wanted to hear. They presented the truth. And that, over the years, and this is very soft for a guy like me in hard bid construction, that created a partnership of trust. That's why I like them.